At Security Bank, we believe that growing a strong community starts here. We're committed to more than just financial services. We're committed to you. Whether you're planting seed for the next big crop or building a family legacy, we're here to help you grow. From operating loans to community events, we're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters. Security Bank, located in Laurel, Allen, Osmond, Hardington, and Coleridge. My kind of bank, proudly serving your community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get behind the wheel of America's favorite truck with incredible offers available now at Woodhouse Ford. Lease the F-150 for $389 a month or save up to $15,000 off MSRP. Shop in-store or online today.
So this yellow jacket.
If you're experiencing balance problems, dizziness, or even vertigo, physical therapy may be one of your treatment options. At Faith Regional, there's a specialist who can help. Joined now by Aaron Baumert, a physical therapist with Faith Regional Health Services. One of your specialties is vestibular therapy. Let's start at the basics. What is vestibular therapy?
Vestibular therapy is a type of therapy for patients with any type of vestibular diagnosis that can be ranging from vertigo, dizziness, problems with balance, and eye-head coordination problems. And the patients that have those problems have symptoms that are, can range anywhere from just like when they lay down or change positions or tip their head back in the shower and the room starts spinning. That's kind of a telltale sign of positional vertigo. People that have problems with balance, like if they're walking through the grocery store and they turn their head side to side and they try to scan things while they're moving, that can be another telltale sign for like eye-head coordination problems.
What sorts of exercises or things do you do with your patients to help them overcome those symptoms?
The positional vertigo is their main problem. That's learning their repositioning techniques, which can be done in the clinic, and then I try to teach them those at home too, because they can be very useful for the patients at home if they're able to reposition themselves. It's just a series of position changes when you're lying in bed and kind of knowing which way to move the head. And then I'll also progress them with eye-head coordination exercises, gaze stabilization exercises, balance exercises, all those types of things to help them get back to their normal everyday routine.
If this is something that someone hasn't experienced, maybe they're nervous to go approach a doctor about it, why should they see their doctor and eventually seek physical therapy?
Well, if it's limiting their day-to-day routine, if you wake up with a little bit of dizziness, but you get up and it goes away and you can go about your daily routine and you don't have an episode again, don't worry about it, right? But if it's something that, I can't move, I can't walk regularly, I have to hang on to the countertops to get by, I can't go to work, if you're limiting with your daily routine, especially over the course of, longer than a day or two, I usually tell patients, go get it fixed. It's better than dealing with it.
Well, Erin, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Hardington, Nebraska for our boys game and the final game of the night as the Cedar Catholic Trojans play host to the Plainview Pirates. Thanks for joining us on NCN. Caitlin, Devin, and Lou Seeker here with you today. Well, right down Main Street and a little bit further south, you can find two schools, Hardington, Newcastle, and Cedar Catholic right across from each other. Well, we are in the red one, not the purple one. And we got a fun one here today. Two red teams with the Pirates and the Trojans. Plainview at 10-5 this season. They started off 0-4, but since then have won 10 of their last 11. This is one of the red hot teams in the state that you will see this season.
Yeah, I totally agree. That 9 of their last 10 wins, only loss was to Ponca. And, again, we talk about that so many times. How are you playing, later in the year? I mean, you can figure it out the first couple months of the season. Once you start knocking on the door of February, you want to start clicking, and I think this Plainview team is doing exactly that.
Trying to slay the Hardingtons. They just beat Hardington Newcastle in their last game on the road. They are coached by Taylor A-Strike in his first season. As for Cedar Catholic, 7-9 this year. They've seen a little bit more inconsistencies after a nice 3-game win streak, they've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. So things have shifted a little bit for Cedar Catholic. They're still scoring about 51 points per game. They're allowing around just around 51.5 points per game. Still a fantastic coached team by Nick Hazelhorst, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good team, but boy, you lost so much firepower from last year, all those seniors that left. So this team's still trying to, I think, trying to find themselves and kind of going in the opposite direction. Lost 4 or 5, but certainly a dangerous team, and this would be a big win for them if they could get it here at home.
Well, let's talk about our key players for today. To watch out for Cohen Lingenfelter for Plainview, a guy who averages 17.5 points per game. When he gets hot, you got to watch out because he can light it up from distance or he can beat you to the basket.
Yeah, does a lot of things well. A very, quality player. Again, that name Lingenfelter usually makes points, averages about 17.5. But as a junior, one of the leaders of this team, I think a team, as we mentioned, that's playing really well right now. And Cohen Lingenfelter is one of the reasons that they are kind of peaking at the right time.
And if you're talking about shooting ability, you can't just leave out Mason Baller in the conversation. Anywhere from the three-point line, you do not want to leave Mason Baller open.
No, Baller's an excellent player as well. And not only a good three-point shooter, but, for a guard, a pretty good rebounder, almost 5 rebounds a game. So another player that I think that can affect the game on several different areas, not just being able to score the basketball.
Last year, these two teams played. It was a 61-60 win for Cedar Catholic in a really tight game. Let's take a look at our school spotlight. Plainview, part of the GNAC Conference in their second season. 74 students in the school. They are the Pirates. And for Cedar Catholic, of course, up here in Hardington, Nebraska, part of the Mid-State Conference. 90 students in the school. You know, those Mid-State Conference brackets just dropped. Cedar Catholic will play Pierce in the first round. That will be a tough battle for this Cedar Catholic team. They played them just a few games ago and lost by 15 points. We'll see if they can try to right the ship, and it all starts tonight. If you can beat a red-hot Plainview team, that's the key for Cedar Catholic.
Yeah, again, it's a confidence builder. And it's an opportunity to get a big win and kind of, right the ship, as it were. And, when you get a game at home like this, we'll see how they come out and play. But Plainview, excellent team. You better play well early and keep yourselves in this game.
You just saw those starters for Plainview: Kobe Martins, Colt Hoffman, Cohen Lingenfelter, Wyatt Schroth, and Brandon Komet. And for Cedar Catholic, Mason Baller, Gavin Klug, Aaron Wortman, Mike Akato, and Jared Rutar. We talked about Mason Baller, but Aaron Wortman is a guy that you'd like to see play some good basketball at that small forward type position. Give him some space to shoot it and let him drive with the basketball. One of the things I want to see when it comes to Plainview is their sixth man, who Gage Walton has been kind of in that sixth-man role all year. He's the only senior on this team who comes off the bench and arguably could be a starter. I think they just love his role to provide a big spark. We'll watch for him later in this game as well. Getting ready for tip-off from Hardington, Nebraska. Cedar Catholic won the girls' game. Who will take home the boys' game? Tip-off is won by the Trojans. And here we go. Wortman gets it into the corner. Baller finding the right wing for Cotto. Cotto to Rutar in the corner, and Rutar misses this one long. Rebound on the floor. Nobody has it yet, and a tie-up possession to Plainview.
We saw Plainview a couple times last year, Caitlin, and this was a really good team. Just fell short of making it to state. And then, they're D1. This Cedar Catholic boys are C2. But I think this is a team that's right now thinking about making its way down to Lincoln.
Three-pointer Martins is no good. Hits the strap over the backboard and no good. Kobe Martins is a freshman that if he develops a consistent shot, he might be one of the best players in this part of the state. No score yet. Mason Baller across the timeline. He hit some big shots in last year's state tournament. His team played cross-county. Mason Baller for three, no good. An offensive rebound pulled down by Mike Akato. Here's a nice drive. Shot fake, back up, and no good by Klug. The Rebound by Clement. He throws, or rather that was Martins who throws it away. Ballard inside over Martins, can't finish. And the rebound to Kobe Martins again. And then throw away again. Plainview trying to hustle too quickly.
Yep.
It's resulted in 2 turnovers.
A little sloppy here to start the ball game.
Aaron Wortman and an offensive foul. St. Mason Ballard in that semifinal against Cross County. It was a fantastic game, by the way. That first game at State had a huge three-pointer to tie it with about a minute and a half left, but unfortunately unable to get that win. It was a fantastic game between those two.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Drive underneath. That shot no good by Schroth, and the rebound to Cedar Catholic. No score yet. Minute and a half gone. Corner, three-pointer on the way. That's buried. It's Aaron Wortman with the triple.
It's a good start there for Wortman. Knocked down that three. He's a guy that can stretch the floor.
We'll see which team can get hot today. Drive by Hoffman, right hand, misses. Good look, couldn't finish.
Point blank shot just didn't go down.
Colt Hoffman and Kobe Martins, 2 guys playing in the JV game when we walked into the gym earlier. Now both starting on varsity. Three-pointers good by Klug. Heck of a start for the Trojans.
Yeah, long downtown shot, a couple of them now.
Near side, it's Clement now, that drive and a foul. Foul called on Gavin Klug. That's his first foul today, and free throws for Braden Clement, trying to get the Pirates on the board.
Clement just needs to knock down a couple free throws here and settle things down for the Pirates.
And the first one is good for Braden Clement. Talked about some of the guys that Cedar Catholic lost last year. You had a lot of very talented players in that state tournament team. Nolan Becker, Jacob Steffen, Braden Reifenrath, Keaton Orange, Jamison Cotto.
Yeah.
That's a lot of names.
Yeah, that's a good team that they lost just those guys. I mean, but you know, you lose that kind of firepower, it gives other guys opportunities here to step up. We'll see if Cedar Catholic can do it in this ball game and the rest of the year.
Just a few weeks left of the regular season before we get to sub-district play. Ballard stops on the high post, has to kick it back out. Cotto for 3 and no good. The rebound by Colt Hoffman. Here's Lingenfelter to Schroth. Cohen Lingenfelter has some space and can't hit the 3. Martins tried to grab the rebound, but instead it's Kyder Wortman. 6-2 Cedar Catholic lead. Kyder Wortman drives, turn around. There's a tough shot and misses it long. Offensive rebound, a lot of offensive boards. Deep 3, no good. And another offensive rebound for Klug and a foul.
Plainview right now not protecting the glass, and Cedar Catholic is really exploiting that. Now a timeout here by Cedar Catholic.
Nick Hazelhorst will call one. 4:26 to go in our first quarter. Low scoring, but Cedar Catholic's 2 threes have given them a 6-2 lead. This is NCN.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
There's a look at the Cedar Catholic student section wearing all black, trying to fire up their Trojans. They've got the ball in and out. Good pass. Three-pointer, no good. And the rebound collected by Walton, the senior off the bench. Someone to watch for today. Gage Walton, averaging nearly 10 points per game as the 6th man. The rebound off the missed 3 by Ballard. Up the floor. Cotto, good entry pass. That's a tough shot, no good. And the rebound picked up by Martins.
Cedar Catholic's had a lot of opportunities. They have not shot well.
Lingenfelter lost it. Picked up by Cedar Catholic. Another takeaway. Toby Heine trying to cut through the defense. Nice spin and blocked. Blake Foster and Kobe Martins with some good defense on Heine. Foster jump step off the glass, no good. Wanted the whistle, didn't get the call. Both teams moving very fast. No whistle there either. Offensive rebound, missed it short. Martins gets the board and kicks it out. Both teams a little wild with the basketball, and Walton will slow things down a bit.
Cedar Catholic with several offensive rebounds in this quarter, just not scoring off of those.
Then Lingenfelter loses it. Here's the steal by Baller, and the lay-in. Uses the acceleration to beat his guy to the hoop.
Plainview with 4 first-quarter turnovers. Just not taking care of the ball, and finally Cedar Catholic makes them pay.
8-2 lead. Finding Foster. Gets it off to Walton. Gage Walton step through, hitting a face. That's a foul on Kyder Wortman. First quarter brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. They're building a legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, here for you today and every day. That's at Yankton Medical Clinic. There's not been a lot of offense so far, and it's really struggled Plainview at keeping possession of the basketball. Schroth takes a catch and shoot three. Can't hit it. Toby Heine. Baller. Foul.
A quick move, and it got Walton got caught reaching and that trying to hold.
It's his first foul of the game. Kyder Wortman gets it into Klug. Near side Baller. Baller pass inside and just off the hand of Ryan Hobel-Heinrich. Was trying to pull it in with that right hand. Couldn't quite do it.
First Trojan turnover of the first quarter.
Plainview has not yet hit a field goal. Their 2 points have come from the free throw line. Hoffman to Walton. Schroth cuts back into the court and a tie-up. Wyatt Schroth cannot believe it.
Quick hands.
And a tough first quarter for Plainview. Nothing going the Pirates' way.
Wortman got his hand in there.
Wortman finding Heine. Heine dribbled, kick out, open three-pointer. It is no good by Klug. And another offensive rebound. No, it's taken away by Hoffman. Nearly an offensive board. Here's Lingenfelter to Schroth in the corner. He drives. Schroth kicks out. Good pass for three. That's no good off the glass, off the miss by Commence. Heine steps through and kicks it out to Baller. Mason Baller so fast with the basketball and creates his own space. Mason Baller's got 4.
Good athlete, good football player. Strong guy that can separate there with just some strength.
Three-pointer, Schroth can't hit it. And the rebound to Heine. 70 seconds and counting. Heine slips down to the floor. Lingenfelter's got the ball. Now a foul called on Ryan Hobel-Heinrich. And a timeout. Taylor A. strike. 10-2, 1:05 to go in the first quarter. It has been slow goings for the Pirates. We'll see what head coach Taylor A. Strike can do in this huddle. You're watching NCN.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruge. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Lingenfelter dribbling across the timeline, the final minute of our first quarter. Timeout called by Taylor Astrike. What do you think he told his team, Lou?
I think he told his team, first of all, to take care of the ball. They've turned it over too many times, and you've got to protect your defensive glass. Cedar Catholic with 4 offensive rebounds in this first quarter.
High post, Schroth. Lingenfelter drives in. Lost the ball. Cedar Catholic leading by 8. Bounce pass. Stephen finishes in the strong bucket. A 10-point Cedar Catholic lead.
Been a rough first quarter for Plainview.
What a start for the Trojans. Lingenfelter to Hoffman, 8 seconds. Lingenfelter has some space. He'll take the 3 and short. Stephen with the rebound. And Cedar Catholic won't get off a shot to end the first quarter. The Trojans with a dominant start. Little scrappy in this game, but they have the 12-2 lead after 1. Stick with us. We head to our second quarter. It's coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
When you have the inventory people want and a team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers, literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports.
Well, there's a lot of prominent players from up here in northeast Nebraska, especially in the Hardington area. Russ Hochstein is one of those guys who was a University of Nebraska All-American and a Super Bowl champion 3 times with the New England Patriots, playing for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. With Tom Brady for Bill Belichick, who also got snubbed in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure if you saw that was ridiculous. But Hochstein, it's a popular name around these parts for good reason.
I'm sure Russ would tell you that it was really all about him that made Brady the player he is.
You think he'd say that? I don't know.
Probably not.
But had some good coaching and obviously played with arguably the greatest player of all time. 3-pointer from the wing, and finally, 3-pointer drops for the Pirates.
Just got to find command. Plainview's just got to find better shots, and that was one of them. That was an open 3. They've been taking some contested ones. Better ball movement and find open shots. This team's very capable of climbing back in this, knocking down those sorts of shots.
That was the first field goal by Plainview today. Their 2 points they had in the first quarter came from the line. So that's their first shot from the floor that goes in. That's a big one, trying to break the lid off this basket.
Fouls on Gavin Klug of Cedar Catholic. So I think that's the big thing right now. I'm sure that Coach Astrike's telling this team, you just got to start playing better, and finding better shots. A lot of basketball left to be played. This team's not going to panic.
Kick out. Martins takes the 3-pointer. It's no good. It's a Plainview team that does like the 3, but if you can't hit it, you can get yourself in a bit of a hole. Nearly taken away. Good defense. Ballard with the kick-out pass to Cotto. Doesn't result in points. And the rebound ripped away by Martins. Fires it up the floor.
Martin has been great on the boards.
Lingenfelter. Good pass, Schroth. Blocked from behind. Heck of an effort by Ballard on the rejection.
And you see him coming there. That's great job to get that ball on top as he's going up with that shot.
Lingenfelter dribbles through, finds Martins off the glass, can't get it, gets his own rebound, finds Schroth. 3-pointer, Lingenfelter, quick release, and the 3 falls.
Well, that was a time. First offensive rebound by Martins. Second chance points, this time for Plainview.
So look at that, 2 threes in this quarter alone. It's already a 4-point game now. Kick out Ballard, trying to answer, can't do it there. Rebound through the legs of Schroth, back to the corner for Klug, can't hit that one either. Near collision Offensive rebound by Rutar. Jared Rutar draws the foul, and to the line he goes.
Rutar playing very physically, almost had a chance at an and one, but 2 offensive rebounds there. And we just talked about Plainview being the beneficiary of a good job by Martins getting the offensive rebound. This time it's Cedar Catholic and Rutar specifically with a big rebound.
First trip to the line today for Cedar Catholic, and the first free throw by Jared Rutar is no good. Cedar Catholic, again, a bit of a rough stretch they've seen so far. Lost to Ponca their last time out. Did beat GACC 2 games ago, but dealt with 4 straight losses to Dakota Valley, Pierce, St. Mary's, and Wayne. Again, all really good teams. Yeah. And that's kind of what Plainview has dealt with as well. As that missed shot rebounded by Rutar.
Yeah, Plainview started 0-4, but played a meat grinder of a schedule.
There's a good shot at the rim. Aaron Wortman's got 5. We talked about that for Plainview. 0-4, 52-10 is the record of the 4 teams they lost to. Lingenfelter going to the line. And if you include their other loss, their 5th loss to Ponca, 64-15, the record of the 5 teams that they've lost to this year.
Yeah, that's kind of like that last year too. They had a very difficult schedule and fell short of the state tournament, but they're a quality team last year. I think very much so again this year. But again, you play those good teams, you play a tough schedule, and it should help you when the rubber meets the road, which is here late in the season.
First free throw missed, but the second one is good. It's a 6-point lead for Cedar Catholic. It's a team that's better than their record. They played little inconsistently this year. You talk about one of those rubber match games that they've seen earlier this season. They played the defending state champions Bergen Catholic, a team that is still unbeaten. Lost that one by 30. You'd hope in the next time you play them, you learn a little bit more and can keep it a bit closer. But nobody has really played Bergen Catholic very close.
I'm surprised how many people are doubting Bergen coming in. Most of that team's back.
Offensive foul on Ballard. They get that arm extended. Yep. I agree with you. They're 3rd in power points, which I find interesting. But obviously that's all about scheduling and who you play against.
The championship pedigree, winning it last year and having so many guys coming back, they're going to be a difficult team to beat.
Utan and Freeman are 1 and 2 in power points. You have Norfolk Catholic sitting at 5. Class C2. Lingenfelter, Schroth open, takes the 3 and hits it. Plainview's starting to get some threes to fall now. It's a 3-point game.
Smart play by Lingenfelter there. Could have taken that shot, passed it off to Schroth, who had a much better look.
Stefan fouled. Fouled on. Gage Walton picks it up. That's his second whistle. So Bastian Curtis will enter the game for the first time today. Three-pointer, that's a contested one, and it's long. Aaron Wortman took that 3 with Cohen Lingenfelter in his face.
That's a great job to close out by Lingenfelter. That's what you want to do, is to force those three-point shooters to have to shoot through your hand, your extended arms.
Lingenfelter finds Kement. Drives in left hand. There's might be an offensive foul, and it is. Get Braden Kement, same thing that Mason Ballard was just called for. Take a look.
Watch it's hard to see it from that angle, but again, that off arm, just a little bit of a shove without off arm.
Well, what's even worse is both players with offensive fouls made the shot.
Cedar Catholic just turned it over, stepped in trying to inbound the ball, stepped onto the court, and thus turns it over, so Plainview gets it right back.
15-12. Lingenfelter finds Hoffman. Leaves it open for Schroth. He doesn't take that 3. Step back triple. Good! And Wyatt Schroth has tied the game at 15. By the way, a 4 team threes for Plainview this quarter.
Absolutely no panic. Being down 10 to start the quarter. They've come out in the second quarter and played very well.
3:50 to go in the first half, and live by the three, you die by the three, and right now Plainview is living off it.
Yeah, they're living large right now.
Wyatt Schroth, Cohen Lingenfelter, Braden Komet, all with triples today. 15-15 game. Near side, three-pointer Klug. He wants 1-2 and can't get it. Good rebound ripped away by Hoffman, and now it's Heine with it. Heine has it back, high pass. Finds Wortman. Mike Akato steps in, kicks out. Heine with the drive.
Oh.
Hard off the glass and no good. And here comes Cohen Lingenfelter. Three-pointer. Got it! Wyatt Schroth. His third three of the quarter.
Wyatt Schroth is on fire right now, knocking them down.
Plainview has taken a three-point lead and finding Stefan wide open, gets his own rebound and puts it in. 4 points for Stefan off the miss and the putback.
Excellent pass, and Stefan missed the first one but stayed with it.
Schroth high off the glass, gets this to drop in. 11 for Schroth all this quarter.
He has been the go-to guy, no question about it for the Pirates.
20-17, great entry pass and a foul. Gavin Klug heading to the charity stripe. 2:41 to go in the first half.
I think if you're Cedar Catholic, you continue to do what you've been doing. I mean, they've had some pretty good shots. But you're going to have to get out on the three-point shooters a little bit better, I think, on the defensive end.
Free throw good for Klug. Last 2 years have been really kind for Plainview. 18-9 in Maid State 2 years ago. Last season 15-8, but just kind of ran into a buzzsaw in Elkhorn Valley and Summerlin in the postseason.
Yeah,
two really good teams.
That was a tough sub-district, yep.
And it's a little bit different with this season, especially in Class C2. You don't know who you play, as Martins misses the bunny. Classes D1 and D2, you know your sub, but C1, C2, and above do not know who they play until a little bit later in the season.
So that will be Cedar Catholic's issue this year.
It's a nice drive by Heine. Off the glass and in. Toby Heine, his first bucket today.
Good body control and did not travel. Kept his body control and knocked that one down off the glass.
Cedar Catholic back in front. Hoffman steps through, out of bounds, stepped on the baseline and turns it over.
6 turnover here in the first half for the Pirates. Close games, you can't give away too many possessions.
Klug across the timeline. Takes it into the corner. Feeds it down low. Rising up, Mike Okato fires off the glass and good. It's a 3-point lead for Cedar Catholic.
Georgia's getting good shots. The last 2 shots have been in the paint.
First bucket for Mike Okato today. Baseball pass. Hits this, a student section member off the arm. He's rubbing the arm. Man, that hurt. I wasn't ready for it.
And Plainview with a couple quick turnovers.
Take a look at this real quick. Hey, you got to be ready. You're that close.
We like to laugh at other people's pain, you know?
Exactly. Nebraska's funniest home videos. Offensive foul on Kato. Schroth took it like a champ.
Yeah, good job by Schroth. Just get inside position, keep your feet. That's good legal guarding position.
He's getting ready, getting ready for the Oscars in March.
Yeah, well, Kyle put the shoulder down.
You're right. You get a little bit of a flop back.
You gotta be a little theatrical.
Oh, I totally agree. You have to. It's always fun to watch in replay because it's way different than real time. But by the books, that is the correct call, as is that. drive by Colton Hoffman results in another offensive foul, and here's the look. And so the thing there with, you kind of had Mike Okada, who's still moving his feet to get into position, but you get the offensive foul because of the lean, and that's kind of the thing where offensive fouls can be so tender.
See, you can close this quarter out. Both teams have turned the ball over.
23-20, Cedar Catholic leading by 3. Just over 30 seconds to go. Cano to the wing for Wortman. Aaron Wortman, strong drive, nice pass, and off the glass and good for Gavin Klug.
Klug with just a little bit of a head fake, got the defender in the air, and was able to finish.
7 for Klug, and the lead is back to 5 for Cedar Catholic. Curtis kicks it corner. Schroth wants another and doesn't get this one. 8 seconds. The Trojans can get a final shot. Cano all the way to the cup and can't finish. And that shot didn't go in. That was too late off of Ryan Hobel-Heinrich, but still a great first half of basketball where Plainview came all the way back to take the lead. And here's another look at that. Clock winding down, still going into the hands and not off in time.
It's close, but yeah, I think that one is just a little bit late.
And here's take another look. Rebound, yeah, see, still on the hand. You know, I'll give credit. It was closer than I thought, but still did not get it off in time. Cedar Catholic takes the lead into the break, 25-20, in a fun first half of basketball. We'll talk about our halftime highlights. We'll show you those. We'll show you our rankings and give you all the stats and analysis you could want coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Nebraska Public Power District was ready to power the state's ag industry growth in the 70s and the ethanol industry in the 2000s. Today, the need for energy is growing at a rapid pace. We are ready. We are expanding our diverse energy generation mix and building on to an already reliable and resilient infrastructure, not only to power today, but to empower Nebraska's tomorrow. Nebraska Public Power District.
Receiving 3 top heart and vascular honors from Health Grades reflects the trust our community places in Faith Regional. Behind every recognition is a patient who turned to us in a critical moment, a family seeking reassurance, and a cardiovascular team dedicated to being there. Our specialists deliver trusted expertise, proven outcomes, and compassionate care because our patients are and always will be our why. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute. Triple honors, one dedicated team.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Hey, it's me, one of those students on the waiting list for a teammate's mentor. I've heard teammates is so fun and awesome. You get to talk, laugh, play games, and hang out with a positive, caring adult once a week at school. Teammates help students believe in themselves, and 97% of mentees are proud to be a part of it. I'd love to be one of those mentees, but we need more mentors. So if you got an hour a week to be someone a student like me can count on, go to teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Cedar Catholic Trojans leading the Plainview Pirates 25-20 at home here today. Kayla Devin, Lucy crew joining you, and let's take a look at our NCN rankings. You've got U10 number 1, Bergen, the defending champs, at number 2. You know, I'm not questioning our members who put Bergen Catholic at number 2. I have a number 1 in my rankings, but U10 deserves that spot as well. Really good top 5 there with Norfolk Catholic, Freeman, and Alma. And even Valentine Kimball.
Valentine's that's a sneaky good team, Valentine. I have not seen them play, but I've heard about them. You got a team like Cross County with a lot of state experience. How about Johnson Brock at number 9? That's a team to watch. They've moved up into C2, but we know how good that program is.
Yeah, they won 3 straight state championships with the pair of twin brothers down. We're so talented. And now it's Brody Kaler's team at Johnson Brock, and then EMF finished number 10 in those rankings. Then for Class D1, Howells Dodge still holds that top spot. You just saw their one loss to Pender on Saturday.
Still a great team. Bender really played well in that game, and Howells Dodge still fought their way back. That game went overtime. Credit Bender to figure out a way to win that one. But Howells Dodge, they were a team that made it to the state championship game against Johnson Brock last year, and they've got a bunch of guys back from that team. So a team I think could very well get there again.
Elm Creek also trying to get back there again. They're currently number 2 in our rankings. East Butler undefeated. Lutheran High Northeast at 12-2. They suffered a loss to Norfolk Catholic in their last loss. They are a team that has not been to state since their head coach was on the team in 2012. Fullerton, Bertrand, love to see Maywood Hayes Center back in the rankings. That is one of the most fun teams that gets to come down to state. Their uniforms.
Great unis,
And the guys they have can usually throw it down pretty good.
Yeah, it's always a good team. With Class D1, you think, I'm just glad that Johnson Brock and the Dallinghouse boys are gone. Give somebody else a chance.
And then Brody Kaler comes in, and now C2 has a little bit of a sweat on their foreheads. But you know that we saw that for sure at the state championship last year in D1 with Howells Dodge playing the Dallinghouse boys and Brody Kaler, and it was a great game, but unfortunately for Howells Dodge, Johnson Brock just too much. Won their 3rd straight title. Broadcast that we have for you coming up tomorrow. Minnesota Duluth takes on Wayne State College. Some NCAA D2 hoops. Also Norris and Lincoln Pius tomorrow around 5:50 start time. Saturday is the Heartland Athletic Conference Championship, and then Bell West and Lincoln North Star next Thursday, Millard West, Lincoln Southwest next Friday. Kalen Deb and Lou Siefker here with you today, 25-20. It is Cedar Catholic leading Plainview at the break. We'll get you to our halftime highlights coming up next on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by the Carpet Shop of Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by Bank of Hardington. The Bank of Hardington wishes the best of luck to all area teams this season. Member FDIC.
My name is Deb Sedlacek, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank, there really is a difference. I think Elkhorn Valley Bank sets itself apart from other banks because we are such a family-oriented, small-town type of bank. We don't charge you for every little thing that there is. You can call us and feel like you know us. Anything you need help with, whether it's big, small, we're always there for you. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by Michael Foods, strong supporters of area athletic. Check out michaelfoods.com for job opportunities.
20 kids, 1 SUV, and 1 mission. Snacks. Speedy Mart is where the snack squad rolls deep. Whether it's before the first pitch or after the final out, we've got drinks, treats, and all the fuel to keep your team going strong. Speedy Mart convenience stores. Quick, convenient, and always ready when the team rolls in. Speedy Mart. Snack strong, play strong.
Time for halftime highlights. 25-20, Cedar Catholic leading Plainview at the break. Now let's take a look at how this first half got here. The nice drive and the shot from Cedar Catholic, or rather that was Plainview getting that bucket to go, but no, that was Cedar Catholic, excuse me, with the shot. And they have just had a great lead to start things off. A lot of things going their way.
Yeah, you saw some missed shots. It was kind of that way in the first quarter. A lot of missed shots early. But it was Cedar Catholic who kind of took control there in that first quarter.
Three-pointer from the wing falls. And, again, Cedar Catholic had that lead 12-2. But then Plainview took control, getting some nice shots on the other end. There's a block from behind. But Wyatt Schroth really stepped in to take control. How about this pass from Lingenfelter to Schroth, hitting his third three of the second quarter?
A really good vision that time by Lingenfelter, and Schroth having an odd hand. It's good to find him when he's open.
Step back, Wyatt Schroth. 11 points in the first half. All came in that second quarter. How about another one? Giving Cedar Catholic the lead. There's his third three from that second quarter. But Cedar Catholic came back, took a 25-20 lead into the locker rooms. So we'll see what can happen in the second half here. As Facebook, you can follow us there. Follow NCN Sports on X, Instagram, and YouTube. What was the biggest thing that stood out to you in that first half, Lou?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, with Cedar Catholic, you had 9 guys that contributed in that game. That's a deep team. And 9 guys with at least 1 rebound in that first half. So they were able to use their depth pretty well. And then the fact that, they had 8 offensive rebounds in that first half. So played the physical game and played it well. Plainview kind of was living and dying by the 3. They didn't shoot very well in the first quarter. Second quarter, they started making them, certainly with Wyatt Schroth. But this is a team that in Plainview that was down 10, even though Cedar Catholic kind of closed a little bit there to stretch it back to 5 at halftime. The idea when you fall behind early is to win quarters, and they won that quarter, cut it to 5. And now I think if you're Coach J-Strike, you're telling your team, go out and win this quarter and then put yourself in position to win the ball game in the fourth.
11 points for Wyatt Schroth, 3 threes, and a 2-point jumper. As for Cedar Catholic, they had a bunch of different guys in the scoring column. Gavin Klug leading the way, 7 points. Aaron Wortman had 5. Will Steffen with 4, and Mason Baller with 4. Just 3 Plainview Pirates in the scoring column.
We had 38. Oh, there he goes. We had 38 minutes left in the third quarter there. Going to be here a while.
That'd be a long third quarter. Longer than NBA right there. Mason Baller, open 3 from the wing. Can't hit it. I think it hit the strap, but no whistle. We continue. Martin's tough shot fading to the side, and a tough shot, and been an ill-advised opportunity from Martins.
Martin's been an absolute monster on the boards, but yeah, you're right. That was not a good shot.
Good defense, Lingenfelter. Kicks it out, 3-pointer is buried. Gavin Klug up to 10 points, and the lead is 8.
Driving dish to Klug for the catch and shoot, a big 3-pointer. Now Trojans up 8.
They led by 10 in the first quarter. Lingenfelter no good on the step back. Cedar Catholic 7-9 on the year, losing 5 out of the last 6 games. This would be a big win to stop a red-hot Plainview team who's won 10 out of their last 11. And free throws coming for Gavin Klug, who has really been the driving force in this offense for Cedar Catholic today.
Klug getting to the line here. Going to be really important, I think, for the Pirates the rest of this ball game. They're down 11 in rebounds. Cedar Catholic has used the bigger, more physical, just the girth-wise, I guess, just a little bit bigger in that area, but they've been able to control the boards. For Plainview to stay in this game, you can't allow too many offensive boards.
Both free throws dropped for Klug. He's got 12 points, and the lead is 10 for the Trojans. 7-0 start to this third quarter. Martins to Lingenfelter. He wants the 3 and buries it. Cohen Lingenfelter gets his second 3 today.
If you're Plainview, you want to try to find Lingenfelter with some opportunities to knock down shots like that. Get him open and get him the basketball.
Baller, good entry pass to Rutar, who goes up and over the defense. He's bigger than everybody else down there and gets the finish.
Good job by Rutar not to rush that shot.
9-point lead. Plainview trailing. Drive by Lingenfelter. Bounce pass. Good skip. 3-pointer. Hoffman no good. Schroth nearly came away with the rebound, but Baller rips it away. Corner 3 off the side of the rim. Missed by Wortman. Rebound Martins. Up the floor. Schroth takes it to the corner. Comment. Braden Comment misses wide. Again, for Plainview, hurrying some of these shots a little too quick.
And for Plainview, you don't want to fall back down after being able to trim that lead. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout called by Taylor A-Strike with 5:33 to go in the third quarter. It is a 9-point Cedar Catholic lead. You're watching NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Security Bank of Laurel, Hardington, Coleridge, Osmond, and Allen. Security Bank, my kind of bank. Member FDIC. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Receiving 3 top heart and vascular honors from Health Grades reflects the trust our community places in Faith Regional. Behind every recognition is a patient who turned to us in a critical moment, a family seeking reassurance, and a cardiovascular team dedicated to being there. Our specialists deliver trusted expertise, proven outcomes, and compassionate care because our patients are and always will be our why. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute. Triple honors, one dedicated team.
9-point lead for Cedar Catholic. Out of this timeout called by Taylor A-Strike. Corner, Wortman 3, got it. Trojans moving the ball around nicely, and they lead by 12. It's their largest lead of the game.
Aaron Wortman was just posting himself up on that three-point line. They found him. Plainview's got to get out and get a hand in his face a little quicker.
High post kick out to Clement. Braden Clement, he'll take the 3, and that's in and out. Offensive rebound, Walton, and he is fouled by Aaron Wortman. Plainview has not played the cleanest game so far. Had a really good shooting second quarter. But really, since then, it's just been a lot of hurrying shots. Maybe not some of the best shots you want to take. So what does Plainview need to do maybe to clean things up on the offensive end? I guess shots like that work.
Yeah, certainly it helps when you got a guy like Wyatt Schroth to get the basketball to. Just got to take better shots. Just got to slow down and be a little more patient on the offensive end. And certainly defensively, you've got to find those three-point shooters.
Cedar Catholic playing a really good all-around game right now. Wortman kicks it out to Heine. Good pass and a nice find. Kick out, three-pointer off the front of the rim, off the miss by Cotto, and this goes back to the Pirates. Wyatt Schroth has really had the hot hand today. He's 13 points. He's hit 3 threes. Can he keep the fire on his fingertips?
Yeah, you want to keep finding him too. But with your Plainview and you were down 10 and you cut it to 5, now you're back to 10 after that last shot, but you keep climbing that mountain, it's just going to get tougher and tougher.
Walton floats it in. Gage Walton back to single digits on the nice drive.
The thing about Plainview is a good basketball team. They will not go away.
Under 4 to go in the third. Back to Ballard. 4 points in that first half. He creates space so well. Mason Ballard with another shot, up to 6 now today.
Ballard's got a nice, soft touch there on that mid-range jumper.
We talked about his long-range ability, but really his mid-range is just as good. Lingenfelter with the drive to the cup, misses, gets his own rebound. Hoffman pull up from the high post, buries it. Colt Hoffman, the sophomore, with his first points today.
Felter stayed with it, got the shot block, give it, rebound the basketball, and get it out to the shooter. That's an offensive rebound that kept things alive.
Cotto. Three-pointer for Aaron Wortman. It's no good. And Hoffman tracks down the rebound. And travels, gives it right back to the Trojans.
Really good, well-run pick and pop that last time by Cedar Catholic, so the shot didn't fall, but Cedar Catholic's just doing a better job right now, I think, working their offensive sets and finding those open shooters running off those screens.
Nick Hazelhorse has done a great job in charge of this program. Three-pointer from the corner is, well, it hits the strap, so even if it had bounced in, it wouldn't have counted. Nick Hazelhorst said one of the keys to this game was being disruptive, win the rebounding battle, and they've done a pretty good job at that today.
Cedar Catholic in a 2-3 zone. Can Plainview shoot them out of it?
12 on the shot clock. Lingenfelter kick out. Schroth, he wants another. Wyatt Schroth does get another. His fourth three-pointer today.
Well, you don't have to be John Wooden to say get the ball to Wyatt Schroth. He has got the hot hand.
5-point game through the arms. Baller trying to answer, and he does! Mason Baller, no fear with a deep three.
Baller he's so calm and cool and collected. He does not rush anything.
Schroth wants another. Gets his own rebound off the glass and in. Legacy game for Schroth. He's got 18.
And an offensive rebound and the putback.
Oh, whistle and a tie-up is the call. I had to call something, either travel or tie-up. Possession to Plainview.
Well, we talk about Plainview trying to climb the mountain again. Well, they're down 6 with the basketball. This would be a good way to close this quarter to get this to a single possession.
Cedar Catholic started this quarter on a 7-0 run, led by as many as 12. Back to 6. Here's the three. Martins down to 3 points. Kobe Martins on the board for the first time today.
Kobe Martins was doing his best Dennis Rodman with a lot of rebounds. Had 9 rebounds in this ball game. It comes up with a huge three-pointer.
Baller covered by Lingenfelter in the corner. Klug, skip pass, open three. Heine, short. And it is still on the floor, tracked down by the Trojans. Staying with Cedar Catholic.
Hey, what hustle by Toby Heine out there. That's the kind of effort that'll get you on the floor a little bit more.
This third quarter has just flown by.
Yeah.
50 seconds to go in the third, and Stefan fouled. And I think part of the issue is because we've seen a lack of fouls. That's just the third foul of this quarter.
Yeah, Stefan, a tough matchup in that lane. He's got so much girth. There's nobody on Plainview that can match that the physical size.
6'2". Junior on the inside. He's tough to play against. A lot of strength down there. 3-point lead for Cedar Catholic. Nice spin move off the glass. Heine can't hit. And down to the floor, tumbling, goes Gage Walton.
Gage Walton's that kind of effort guy for Plainview. It's a great job to get that rebound. Was going to try to start the break there, got fouled. But boy, I mean, again, here we go. Plainview with a chance maybe to tie the ball game.
Across the floor, here comes Lingenfelter. Walton to Schroth. Schroth steps in, tried to throw the ball away and out of bounds. Stays with the Pirates, 22 seconds to go in the third. Here's Martins. Shot clock and game clock are almost identical. Three-pointer, Schroth. He's unconscious. His fifth three today.
Wow.
21 for Wyatt Schroth. We're tied at 40.
Incredible shooting.
Cotto, he's got to heave it up. Gets it off and can't hit it. Which sends us into the fourth quarter. Deadlocked at 40 between two hot shooting teams. Plainview and Cedar Catholic. Who could win the race and win the game? Find out next on NCN.
Hi, I'm Eric Amos, Ag Loan Officer at the Bank of Hartington and a Northeast Nebraska beef producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we strive to build relationships based on trust and service that last generations. We work with our clients to develop financial plans that help them meet their goals. We know that for our farmers, it is much more than a job, it's a way of life. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we are living it too.
At TC Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer, with a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
Final quarter on News Channel Nebraska, tied up at 40 between Cedar Catholic and Plainview. Here's the drive by the Trojans, up and in with a foul. Gavin Klug with 14 points and a chance to add another point to it.
A quick move by Klug. Off that motion at the top of the key. Klug just takes it all the way in, gets fouled, and makes 3-point play.
I just love the way that Cedar Catholic starts quarters. It feels like they start quarters incredibly well. 3-point lead. Martins finding Hoffman. Lingenfelter. Wyatt Schroth, he's got 21 points. He's on the bench right now. Finding Martins. Good feed from Lingenfelter to Martins. And Kobe's got 5.
Lingenfelter's a good passer, driving down that baseline. Martin, you got to give him credit, moving without the basketball, getting in position for that score.
Nearly lost it, but Klug keeps possession. Wortman to Cotto. Cotto back to the near side for Klug. Aaron Wortman takes the 3, and no good. It's just skimmed off the top of the iron. Here comes the senior Walton. He's got 2 points today. Nearly averages about 10 a game. It's been the Wyatt Schroth game today, though. And speaking of the man in red, he checks back in.
And if you're Plainview, you hope that shooting hand is still blistering hot.
5 3-pointers, 21 points for Wyatt Schroth. Here's Martins off the inbound and gets it down for the lead.
Suddenly Martins has become a scorer for the Pirates.
44-43, Plainview leading by 1. This was a 61-60 game a year ago. The Cedar Catholic came away with a win. Cotto on the low post, spins around. That's a good move. Yeah. And the lead is back into the Trojans' hands.
Excellent move by Cotto that time. Good spin move toward the baseline.
Lingenfelter. Martins to Schroth. Drives inside, kick out, great pass. Martins a 3. And offensive rebound, Walton. Finding Hoffman, great feed. And the drive by Hoffman. He's got 4 in the lead again to Plainview. Swapping leads back and forth.
How about the effort by Walton to get that rebound and make a great pass?
Rutar. Can he do it too? And he traveled. Yeah, picked up that right, then the left foot after the ball was in his hands. 5:50 to go in the game, and a timeout on the floor. The Plainview Pirates hanging on to a 46-45 lead over the Cedar Catholic Trojans. Stick with us. You're watching NCN.
At Security Bank, we believe that growing a strong community starts here. We're committed to more than just financial services. We're committed to you. Whether you're planting seed for the next big crop or building a family legacy, we're here to help you grow. From operating loans to community events, we're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters. Security Bank, located in Laurel, Allen, Osmond, Hardington, and Coleridge. My kind of bank, proudly serving your community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A couple streaks are on the line right now in the final 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Plainview is trying to win their 7th straight game. It would be their 11th win in the last 12, while Cedar Catholic is trying to snap what's been a tough skid of 5 losses in their last 6. And what a game we've seen today, Lou.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. I like the moxie of both these teams. It hasn't always been a pretty game, But both these, you can tell both these teams are, these are winners. These guys, they play with a lot of heart.
Hoffman to Lingenfelter. Quick release. Three's good! Cohen Lingenfelter. The quick trigger triple.
Yeah, very quick release that time. Knocks it down. That's a big one. That extends it to a 2-possession lead.
Had 4 points in the first half as Baller answers back.
Wow.
Mason Baller, his second three of the second half, and back to a 1-point game.
Baller plays like he's got a slow heartbeat. He never rushes anything. He's always under control.
Floater, Hoffman, good. 6 for Colt Hoffman.
You got to get some help. If you're Cedar Catholic, that's just too easy. Got to get some weak side help and shut off that lane.
It is 51-48. 4:40 to go. 3-point lead for Plainview. Baller turns around. Back to the right side. Out of the left wing. Baller, high post, inside, and still in play. Wortman drives. Shot clock still goes up and puts it in.
I credit Wortman that time to keep playing. Got that rebound and got it back up and in.
Aaron Wortman with the bucket. It's 51 to... or it should be 51-50. It's a 1-point game right now in favor of Plainview after that 2-point shot. Scoreboard is a little off. Trying to get this thing figured out in the gym. 4:19 to go. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. You're watching NCN.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Scoreboard has been adjusted. 51-50, Plainview in front. After that 2-point shot from Aaron Wortman. And here comes Cohen Lingenfelter. This Pirate team can be deadly from distance. 3-pointer Lingenfelter on cue.
Like that?
Deadly.
Wow. Lingenfelter's come alive here in this fourth quarter.
4-point lead for the Pirates. Unbelievable shooting performance by this Plainview team. Baller wanted it, kicked it out. Cotto trying to answer. They can shoot too. Micah Cotto, his first three of the game, but we've seen triples galore.
Suddenly it's a 3-point shooting contest. Both teams knocking them home.
Who wants the money ball in the end? 3.5 to go. Cotto, rather this is Lingenfelter. Cohen Lingenfelter spins around, finds Schroth. Good drive, and Hoffman a tie-up. Possession stays with the Pirates.
Boy, both teams have done a pretty good job in this second half taking care of the basketball. And in games that are this close, you have to maximize possessions, can't give them away, so turnovers can be big late here in the ballgame.
Plainview has hit 11 threes today and a 5-second violation. Turnover, Trojan ball.
And right on cue, Plainview turns it over.
11 three-pointers for Plainview today, 7 for Cedar Catholic. And a 1-point Pirate lead. Just over 3 to go. Pirate basketball after a turnover.
Both teams turned over.
Turnover numbers coming into this one. Plainview only averaged about 11 turnovers a game.
And they're at 10 right now.
So they're kind of right at that average. Schroth can't miss his 6th three.
Wow. Talk about a shooting night.
12th total three on the night for Plainview.
Well, Cedar Catholic, you got to find number 5. He is just red hot.
At this point, you got to wonder, are we getting close to the school record? Drive. Wow. Whoa, what an up and under. Cedar Wortman, his first bucket and a timeout on the floor. 2:29 to go in the game. 57-55. It's Plainview leading Cedar Catholic in a shooting spree for the ages. Don't miss the final 2:29. This is NCN.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Shop Woodhouse Ram during the Start Something New sales event happening now. Receive 0% APR for 60 months on our full lineup of 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorns, backed by 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Visit us in Blair or Bellevue today.
$57-55, 2:29 to go in the game. The Plainview Pirates holding on to a 2-point lead. What a matchup we've seen so far, Lou.
Yeah, it's been a fun basketball game. Plainview with the lead and the basketball. Cedar Catholic would love to get a stop here.
Wyatt Schroeth with the ball. He's hit 6 threes today. Lingenfelter has done a bang-up job today, too. He's got 4. They've combined for 10 of the 11 three-pointers for Plainview. Turnaround shot. Walton! Whoa! The senior gets 4 points.
Mr. Effort, Gage Walton out there with a big bucket. 2-possession game again.
59-55. Kick to the corner. Cedar Wortman. Baller. 15 on the shot clock. Time winding down. Baller, open off a screen. His three is no good. And possession stays with the Trojans with 1:33 to go and a fresh shot clock.
That's off Schroth. It's a big possession here. Cedar Catholic really needs to score. If you come up empty, you're down 2 possessions, and the clock becomes a major factor.
Good passing. Aaron Wortman's three is long, and the rebound to Walton. Tip from behind. What a play by Klug. And Klug is fouled. He poked the ball away and gets the steal. Saves the possession. Check it out.
Biggest play, defensive play of the game here for Cedar Catholic. Get that ball back. Again, we talked about 2 possessions down. Get that ball back. Now Cedar Catholic's got to put something on the board.
And a long way away from the bonus, so fouls right now not in the question. Wortman. Back out to Cedar Wortman. Baller moves around, trying to create his own space, trying here, and he buries it. Mason Baller, there's a lot of contact on that shot, too, and it's a 2-point game. He's got 11.
Baller has been a difference maker for Cedar Catholic in the second half.
Lingenfelter all the way down, kick out Martins. Kobe Martins pass off the hands of Lingenfelter. Now it's Walton. He somehow stays up. 42 seconds left.
14 on the shot clock. Plainview's got time to get a good one.
Drive and a foul. This goes against Cedar Wortman.
Here's something to think about, Caitlin. Both teams with only 2 fouls. 38 seconds to go. If somebody falls behind, you got a foul.
Well, now you essentially have to. You have 35 seconds. It's a fresh shot clock. And 38 seconds on the game clock. There's going to have to be back-to-back-to-back fouls.
Yeah, you're right. With Cedar Catholic, now, you're down 2. Your first opportunity is to try to get a steal. And if you don't get it, you're going to have to foul and foul quickly.
I think it'd be interesting to see because Plainview has only shot 2 shots. Well, rather, 4 shots from the foul stripe. You have Braden Clement with 2 for 2. And then Cohen Lingenfelter's 1 for 2. And that's it. Nobody else has really shot free throws for Plainview today. So if you're Cedar Catholic, you got to find a way to foul them and make them earn this win at the free throw line.
Yeah, you can't allow the clock now to run down because you'd only have about 3 seconds. And certainly if Plainview runs the clock down and scores, then you've got to score twice.
Right.
And so you've got to play the foul game now.
So find a way to get a foul, or while you're doing it, try to poke that ball free. Do something like Gavin Klug did. That was an incredible play he made just about a minute ago.
And for Plainview, you just got to be strong with the basketball. You can't make silly passes here. And you know that Cedar Catholic's going to come to foul you, so you've got to be strong with the basketball.
And you want the ball in the hands of either Wyatt Schroth or Cohen Lingenfelter, and Lingenfelter will pass it in. Oh, a good pass and a foul! Gage Walton comes up big with a bucket and a foul.
Yeah, that's a gigantic one. I think you see why Lingenfelter is the guy passing it in, too. It makes smart decisions. And Walton, again, Mr. Effort out there for Plainview, comes up with the biggest bucket of the game.
Free throw is no good. It's ripped away by Cano. 4-point game, 32 seconds. Not over yet. Good pass, Klug. Ballard wants the three, and it's no good. Rebound by Martins. Kobe Martins. 18 on the clock, and there's a foul.
Kobe Martins has 10 rebounds and had 7 at halftime, but that last rebound, gigantic. 2-possession ball game.
It's the pass into Lingenfelter, trying to outrace Wortman, and is fouled. And that is the 5th foul. So Lingenfelter going to the free throw line, leading by 4. 2 free throws, 15 seconds left. It's a miracle time for Cedar Catholic.
2 free throws likely ice the game. That one goes in. Well, maybe not ice the game, but about the best you could do if your Cedar Catholic is hit a couple threes and send it to overtime. So
both good for Lingenfelter. 11 points in this second half. 13 seconds.
I got to think 3.
Got to go fast. Ballard inside. Corner. Aaron Wortman a 3. No good. Out of bounds. 3 seconds left and a 6-point game. And that should all but wrap it up. The Plainview faithful into Klug. 3-pointer is good with half a second left, but the clock winds down. And the Plainview Pirates, after struggling most of the game, trailed at 1 point by 12 points, fight their way back via the 3-pointer, and stay alive with that win streak. It's their 7th straight win, their 11th win out of their last 12 games, and this team continues to play red-hot basketball. A 63-60 win for the Pirates over the Trojans. Stick around for our top plays and our interviews down low with head coach Taylor Astrike and our player of the game. It's next on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
NCN Sports is brought to you by the Carpet Shop of Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by Bank of Hardington. The Bank of Hardington wishes the best of luck to all area teams this season. Member FDIC.
This is Christina Wemhoff from Madison County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We know not everyone's home loan needs are the same, and that is why our lenders have both the practical experience and product knowledge to ensure your solution is a perfect match for your needs. So we invite you to come into your local Madison County Bank branch and talk to us about your dream home today. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by Michael Foods, strong supporters of area athletic. Check out michaelfoods.com for job opportunities.
Receiving 3 top heart and vascular honors from Health Grades reflects the trust our community places in Faith Regional. Behind every recognition is a patient who turned to us in a critical moment, a family seeking reassurance, and a cardiovascular team dedicated to being there. Our specialists deliver trusted expertise, proven outcomes, and compassionate care because our patients are and always will be our why. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute. Triple honors, one dedicated team.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Security Bank of Laurel, Hardington, Coleridge, Osmond, and Allen. Security Bank, my kind of bank. Member FDIC. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
You're bound to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
Hi, I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hardington, and a Northeast Nebraska dairy and beef producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a break-even analysis, or cash flow projections, at the Bank of Hardington, we understand the ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. We understand these challenges because we are farmers, and we're living it too.
Hey, it's me, one of those students on the waiting list for a teammate's mentor. I've heard teammates is so fun and awesome. You get to talk, laugh, play games, and hang out with a positive, caring adult once a week at school. Teammates help students believe in themselves, and 97% of mentees are proud to be a part of it. I'd love to be one of those mentees, but we need more mentors. So if you got an hour a week to be someone a student like me can count on, go to teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Well, the Plainview Pirates, they come to Hardington tonight. They plunder, they pillage, they get the win, 63-60, and a good one. I'm joined now by head coach Taylor Astrike, and coach, it was one of those games. I mean, Cedar Catholic doesn't have an impressive record, but they play very physically, and they're a good basketball team. This is a quality win for you guys.
Yeah, certainly. We always know what to expect when we come up here to Cedar Catholic. Really well coached boys, physical, they play hard, they play the right way, so we knew we had to come in, do things the right way. Obviously, it didn't start off too great for us in the first quarter, but turned it around and got the win.
Is that kind of something with your team? You just see a lot of maturity. I mean, you only have one senior on your team, but yet you guys didn't panic after that slow start.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, like you said, we only got the one senior, but we got guys still figuring out how to play together, how to gel together. They haven't been in a ton of close games together necessarily, so I was super proud of how they came together those last 3 or 4 minutes and got it done.
We had guys that really stepped up in this game. I think Kobe Martins, I think Gage Walton were guys that, made hustle plays when it really mattered most. Talk about those guys and their effort.
Yeah, I think it's really easy to focus on the points and point differential and all that kind of stuff, but that's not really what wins us games. Like you said, it's the hustle, the rebound, steals, tips, and that's what those guys are really good at, and they found their role in this team, and they're all gelling together nicely.
You got a player like Cohen Lingenfelter, too, that just seems like he makes plays when it matters. How special is he, and how important is he for your team?
Cohen's phenomenal. I mean, class act, calm under pressure. He just gets it done. And like I said, he had a really, really rough start. That first half was tough. He battled through it, stuck with it mentally, and that's kind of what we come to expect with him. He did it in football season. He does it all basketball season, so we're really thankful for him.
We got a guy named Wyatt Schroth over here that, I don't know, all he does is make a whole bunch of three-pointers. Were you kind of expecting that out of him tonight, to be a big three-point threat?
Wyatt's always a three-point threat. He's got the green light from me. Whenever he shoots it, we think it's going in. I mean, I trust these guys. I see the work they put in, so when he comes out there and has a game like that, yeah, it's awesome to see, but not necessarily unexpected.
Your ball club started slowly this season, but you played a meat grinder of a schedule. 0-4, only lost once since. What has improved? What have you seen from your team since that 0-4 start?
I think it's just been a lot of learning. Freshman starter, got a lot to figure out when it comes to varsity basketball. Different pace, different intensity, and our guys are figuring out. They're gelling together. I got 8 solid guys that can play now, and that happened because we played those teams early in the year. So at this point in the season, we're thankful for what we've been through. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. The tough schedules help you. Coach, congratulations on the big win. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's get Wyatt to step on over here. Wyatt, I mean, are your hands still sizzling after all those three-point shots that fell?
A little bit.
Talk about did you sense that was going to come in the warm-ups? I mean, you just seemed like you made every shot you took.
Yeah, we were in the other gym shooting around, and I was kind of feeling it, making everything. And then we got to the game, kind of started off 0-3. But I just keep my confidence up and bury the next one, and then hoop just gets bigger.
How nice was it to hear Coach say you got the green light, or maybe you already knew that?
Yeah, I've had it for a while. Like, feels good to just help the team in hitting threes.
Play a game like this with Cedar Catholic, they're so physical. That's got to help you, because you're going to, I'm sure you played other physical teams, but games like this help you down later in the season.
Yeah, they're definitely physical. Later in the season, we're going to get tough teams. We got to work hard, box out, a little bit of everything. Just that physicality helped us.
Where does this calm come from? Again, you guys are overall a pretty young team. You fell behind 10, and you kind of made it. You got it to about 5, and then they go back up 12, and you guys just kept coming. How were you able to do that?
It all starts on the defensive end. Like, we were able to get stops, and then stops turn into offense, and we just worked well as a team to break that deficit down, and we did well.
Well, I always ask about the state tournament. 2 years ago, you guys were there. Last year, you missed it. I assume that's the goal, and how attainable is that?
I think it's pretty attainable. Even though we had a slow start, we've picked it up. We've won 7 in a row now. We're starting to play well together. Defense is stepping up, and that's our first close game that we've won, so that'll help us deeper in the playoffs, or sub-district, district time. So that's a great game to have.
Absolutely. Well, Wyatt, I think you're going to have to change the nets, because I think you tore them up there. 24 points in the ball game. Congratulations on a big win, being our player of the game.
Hey, thank you.
Absolutely. That's Wyatt Schroth. Let's send it back to you, Kellen.
Well, a 3-point win, 63-60 for the Plainview Pirates over the Cedar Catholic Trojans in a spectacular battle. 12 3-pointers in the win for the Pirates as they get it done. Now let's take it down and give you our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Well, the last time these two teams played, Cedar Catholic and Plainview, it was a good one. A 61-60 win for the Cedar Catholic Trojans. Would things be different this time? Well, one thing's for sure is the scoring did not slow down. And it started with a three-pointer in the corner from Aaron Wortman. 8-2 lead right now. Cedar Catholic wasn't done. Look at the shot creation by Mason Ballard. Incredible job able to get that shot to drop. Another look at the great shooting that Cedar Catholic was able to get. Three-pointer from Gavin Klug. As we head to quarter number 2, Cedar Catholic led 12-2. Now 12-5. Cohen Lingenfelter driving. Gets it down to Wyatt Schroth. But the shot was blocked from behind. Wyatt Schroth not going to let that one go lightly. Had an insane shooting day. Look at this dude. Step back three-pointer. That was his one of his first threes of the game. Wyatt Schroth open again. Three-pointer. Got it to go. He hit 3 of them in that first half. Was a crucial part of the Plainview comeback. However, trailing 25-20 at halftime. Third quarter, all Cedar Catholic. Three-pointer in the corner for Aaron Wortman. And the lead was 12 points, 37-29. But now, things not done yet. Wyatt Schroth open 3, his 4th of the game. get down to the low post and the kick out. Mason Bauer with the answer from the three-point line. Cedar Catholic was scoring the basketball really well, too. 3-point game. Wyatt Troth got it. His 5th triple of the day tied us up at 40 as we head into the final frame. Bauer hands the basketball off, and the drive by Gavin Klug starts off the third quarter with an and one performance. 18 points today for Gavin Klug. He was a big factor. Look at this pass to Colt Hoffman on the drive, though. Fantastic feed. And Plainview leading 46-45. Getting the ball to Cohen Lingenfelter. He's got one of the quickest triggers in the West, and that's exactly why. 59-55. 4-point game. Mason Bauer, shot creation, gets it to drop. 2-point game with about a minute to play. Now down to the low post, and a great drive from the senior Walton. Gets the shot up and down, and the foul to wrap things up in our basketball game. 63-60 as Gavin Klug hit a three at the very tail end of the game. A 6-point game cut down to 3, but a 3-point victory for Plainview. Nonetheless, they moved to 11-5 on the year. They've won 11 out of their last 12 games. Cedar Catholic drops to 7-10. Still a feisty team in Class C2. And make sure to stay ahead of our broadcast that we have coming tomorrow. Minnesota Duluth takes on Wayne State. That's at 5:20. Then Norris and Lincoln Pius at 5:50. And some HAC Championship basketball on Saturday afternoon. Plus a couple big matchups next week in Class A. Bell West and Lincoln North Star on Thursday. Miller West, Lincoln Southwest on Friday. Well, thanks so much for joining us here today on News Channel Nebraska. For our entire crew, for Connor running the show in the truck, for my color commentator and good friend Lou Seifkert, my name is Kalen Debin. Have a great night.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.
Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska. Coming up this hour on NCN, a shocking sight unfolding in Fremont today when a woman is hit by a driver who then left the scene. We have reaction from the high school, and our reporter shares some added context. Finding new ways to fill a void felt across the state. A collaboration turned into an initiative, and now more than 200 in-home daycare spots were created in less than 1 year.